Let's now buckle down to the Fast and the Furious. We had also Robinson telling us about the endurance and the grit on this year's Safari Rally. Let's just cross over to him where he is located right now, on location in Naivasha, to just prime us on what is happening today. Good morning, Robinson.
Good morning to you, Debal. Of course, we are at the KWS College here in Naivasha, and it's all about preparations. Remember, the shakedown goes on today. The drivers will be going to Ndulele to cover 5.4 kilometers for the shakedown before the rally is officially flagged off tomorrow in Nairobi at the super special stage that will be at the Kasarani right about now. Of course, the cars are being moved from the service park before they go to the shakedown later on. We are here at the service park. Some of the drivers, of course, a few minutes ago were just passing by, going to their respective, of course, places before the shakedown goes on. They will be having a driver's briefing in a bit before that goes on. Right about now, I want us to quickly run through some of the top drivers that we have that will be taking part in this year's edition of the Safari Rally. Remember, we have the 12 core drivers that are in the WRC Championship, that is WRC 1, and then we have drivers that are in WRC 2, and after that we have those that are in WRC 3. So in WRC 1, we'll be taking a look at that, but as you can see, some of the drivers are leaving their bases to take their cars to where they will be before they go to the shakedown later on. I believe that will be starting at around 11 or midday. That is a car from M Sport Ford that will be is among the teams that are taking part here, probably waiting to see whose car that is. Remember, M Sport has a majority of drivers in this year's competition. I'm just waiting to see whose car that is, and that is car number 42 that belongs to Breen. So he's among the people that are in the top tier of the WRC Championships. At the moment, on the log, he's number 4. So let's quickly take a look at some of the drivers that we expect to shine in this year's edition. Of course, the series leader at the moment, that is Kale Rovanpera from Toyota Yaris, co-driven by Halton and John, and we have Thierry Nouveau from Hyundai with his co-driver, that is Martin, and then Ot Tanak, co-driven by Javiova Martin. Remember, Otanak finished third in last year's event. Thierry Nouveau was leading for majority of last year's event before he had some car travels. And then the car that just passed us, that is from Breen Craig from Puma M Sport Ford rather. And then the other drivers we have, that was last year's runners-up, Katsuta Takamoto, co-driven by Johnston Aaron from Toyota Yaris. We have Evans Elfin, co-driven by Martin Scott. We have the legendary Sebastian Loeb from M Sport Ford, co-driven by Isabel Galmich. We have Greensmith Gas, and the car that is just passing by me, that is Katsuta Takamoto from Japan. That his car is from the Toyota team, and of course he finished second last year. But we continue taking a look at some of the drivers that we expect to shine. We do have Adrian Solberg Oliver from Hyundai with Edmondson Elliott. We have Adrian Formore and Corey Alexander. We have Cederis Jordan and Frederick. We have, of course, Kajitan, co-driven by Marsiege, and that is in Rally 2. Now, there are Kenyans that, of course, we expect to shine in this year's edition, and that is Karan Patel, co-driven by Khan Tusef in his Ford Fiesta R5. We do have Rai Amaraza in Skoda Fabia, and we have Virani Akif in his Ford Fiesta, and, of course, he's co-driven by Bati Azar. And then there are the youngsters that will be expecting to shine. That is Wahome Jeremy, co-driven by Okundi Victor. We do have Anwar Hamza, co-driven by Dean Adnan. Kimathi McRae, co-driven by Kioni Mwangi, and Maxine Wahome, co-driven by Wahiga Murage. And that's some of the Kenyans we expect to shine. Now, we have the veteran Carl Tundo. He's, of course, been upgraded from taking part in the KNRC to the Safari rallies. We'll be waiting to see how he performs. But we also have the likes of Nikhil Sachania and Patel Deep, Kavisi Evans and Aswani Absalom, and Smith Rio, and, of course, together with Ismail Riaz. Those are some of the drivers that we expect to shine in this year's edition of the Safari Rally. Of course, right about now, the cars being moved from the service park to the stage where they will leave to go to the shakedown later on in the day. It's all a buzz of activities right here, of course, at the service park. We'll be waiting to hear from some of these drivers.